Men, what's going on? This is Craig James here, and I'm doing this video because earlier today I was asked a question that was quite convicting. It was a question that I hadn't been asked before since starting MasculineByDesign.com, starting the Masculine by Design Mancast that many of you have been listening to and have given me some great feedback on. And that question that I was asked was the why. And the why is very important. Before we're doing anything, before we start any endeavor, it's really important that we understand why we're going about doing something. Because that why imbues what we're doing with a sense of meaning and purpose and value. And so I was asked why I started MasculineByDesign.com. And I'll be honest, it had been a while since I had really pondered that question. I started the site, I guess, about a year ago now. And I had given a lot of thought to that before I started the site. But as time has gone by, I've just kind of gotten in the groove, been in the zone of producing content, getting feedback from other men, and kind of crafting the content that I'm creating around the feedback I've been given. And that's really been my why lately, is helping other men with whatever problems or comments they've been bringing to my attention. And so today I wanted to take it back to that original concept that I had for MasculineByDesign.com. And so how that all took shape was I've looked back on my life in a number of different areas, and particularly my family, how I lead my family, how I'm fathering my children, how I'm leading my wife and being a good husband to her. And really, the reason I started MasculineByDesign.com is that as I was searching a few years back in search of what I can do to enhance my marriage, to enhance my ability to be a father and a leader in the home, I kept coming back to the fact that I wasn't doing the best job that I could do. I wasn't the masculine leader that my family needed from me. I wasn't confident in all of my dealings. I wasn't asserting myself as much as I needed to be. I wasn't leading when it comes to spiritual matters. I wasn't leading when it comes to finances. I was leaving a lot of that up to my wife, or it just wasn't getting done at all. And as I started spending time in scripture and just really thinking about the gaps in my life, the things that I wasn't doing that I needed to be doing in order to better lead my family and to be the man that they needed me to be, it all kept coming back to my masculinity. And as I started seeing that I wasn't being the masculine man that my family needed, I started noticing that all the men around me were in that same boat. So many men around me were in worse position than I was. They weren't leading their families. They were very passive. They were timid. Some of them were leading at work, but then when they got home, they were very passive. They were almost fitting of the caricatures that we see on sitcoms and movies today. These men who just kind of sit on the couch and let mom be in charge of everything. And so when I saw that, it really convicted me, and it made me change. And it was a slow change, but I changed. And my starting point wasn't as bad as a lot of guys would be today. But I needed to change. I needed to be more assertive. I needed to be a leader in my home. I needed to spiritually lead my family. I needed to teach them values. I needed to teach them morals. And when I started going down that path, I noticed pretty quickly my family responded to me. My wife started responding to me sexually. She started responding to me just in general with the affection that she would give. The way she looked at me changed. The way my kids responded to my teaching, the way that they interacted with me was one in which I carried a lot more authority. They listened to me. They cared what I had to say. They stopped and listened when I spoke. And that was really life-changing for me, and I've continued to see that in my life. And so that's why I started MasculineByDesign.com. I was struggling with a lot of these things, and I don't share that a lot. When we get online and we're on social media, on YouTube or on podcasts, we like to act like we have everything together, but none of us do. I don't have everything together. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still figuring out things as I go along. And there have been many of you men who are going to watch this and who listen to my podcasts, who follow me on my website, who have helped me in this journey. You've given me insights that I've been able to turn around and use. So I hope that you understand that, because it's not just me feeding into you, you're feeding into me as well. And so when I started MasculineByDesign.com, it was about the changes that I'd made in my life that I know would be a positive impact in the lives of so many men around the country, around the world, in Western society in particular. So that's why I started it. I'm a man. I have struggles. I'm trying to live as masculine as I can because that's what my family needs from me. That's what my country needs from me. And that's what I need for myself. I can't be the man that I've been created to be. I can't live up to my potential if I am not living a masculine life, because I've been created to be masculine. I've been created to be physically and mentally strong. I've been created to assert myself. I've been created to exercise my intellect. I've been created to be the leader of the family that God has given me. And so that is why I created MasculineByDesign.com. That is why I get behind the microphone for the Masculine by Design Mancast. That's why I do what I do. That's why I created MasculineByDesign.com. So I just wanted to answer that question because I was asked that, and it had been a while since I really got back to basics, and I don't think I've ever really shared this before. And many of you today, you're going through the motions in your life, you're doing certain things, and it's not that they might be very valuable, but it's important that we remember the why, because when we have that why in place, that gives us meaning, that gives us purpose, that gives us drive and ambition, a fire inside of us to keep going. So that's all I have for today, guys. You need to find your why. I found mine. I'm still finding it in other areas. You find your why, your life will matter, and you'll be able to bring value to other men, and your life will have more purpose than you've ever seen it have before. So thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, this is Craig James from MasculineByDesign.com. Don't forget to go there, pick up your free copy of my book, Masculine by Design. And also don't forget to go to iTunes, search for the Masculine by Design Mancast, and subscribe to my podcast there. I'm out.